say, oh, God, why do we have to have that double flat and double sharp? I almost got the flat and sharp thing. There's a reason, but it's down the road. And it's the way you write the music so it can be easily read. It's easier to put one double sharp or double flat than it is to put 2 or 3 single flats or single sharps. It's too much decision making. Whereas when the musicians used to reading, they would rather see that double flat than see you have to make a flat, then a natural, then a flat again, which you'll understand why that has to happen eventually. In this class, it's not above us. Follow? So just kind of do as I'm asking you now so that we get the basics, and then a lot of things will become clear as we learn more information. It's a very complex language, everybody. It's very stop and think about this. Let's all do this. I want you to clap your hands with me, right? Okay, now do this. Okay, now do this. Okay, now listen to it. Wait a minute. Did you hear you? Although many of you were doing your individual part correct, you weren't really together. You understand that? So now stop and think of maybe 100 musicians playing all perfectly in tune and perfectly together to the millisecond. If one person is off a millisecond, everybody hears it. It's a very complex involvement. But by going step by step and learning, first this, and all of a sudden, then when you get to be reading in a section, if some of you go on to do that, then that's a whole other gift to be able to read these notes and blend them in the section that you're in, the way you attack the note, the way you release the note, how long you hold the note, your volume versus the other volumes in the section that you're in. So if you're playing a subordinate part, you're not above the lead. All of these things have to happen in order for the music to sound like you're accustomed to hearing it.
So in an orchestra, based on where you're placed or whatever you're playing, if you're playing the same thing as another person, does it look differently on the...
Well, wait a minute. If you're a violin playing the same thing as the other violin player, it's all the same.
Oh, so
If you're a violin playing unison with the bassoon's in bass clef. Violin's in treble clef.
So each one is different.
Everybody's got their own part.
Gotcha.
Say you have a B flat in a measure, so aren't all the B's in that measure flat until you...
If I am going along and I'm playing over here, we don't have key signatures yet, but without any flats or sharps or without any key signature here, tells me I'm in the key of C, meaning there are no flats, no sharps, all the white keys, all naturals. There are no naturals on the black keys. All the naturals are the white keys. Okay? All right. Without a key signature and understanding key signature, it's a little bit difficult to explain this, but let's try it with the key of C. Okay? If I have a B flat here, then all the B's after that would be flat until this bar line. When the end of the measure comes, this B is the B natural. Because the bar line cancels the accidental.
And unless you get a natural sign before the bar line.
Well, that's why I left these two notes at the end. Now, if I want this to be a B natural, I have to tell it to be a B natural. Because I put that accidental in the measure, and it lasts to the end of the measure. Okay?